Hello, it's April from April's Home, and today I'm going to share with you a low-carb recipe for broccoli ham au gratin casserole. I've got about 2 1/4 cups of a leftover ham that I have cubed up here. As long as you have a couple cups of leftover ham, that should be enough. Probably even a little bit less would be just fine. Like I said, this is about 2 1/4 cup of cubed up ham from the ham that we ate on the weekend. So I'm using the leftover ham in this delicious low-carb casserole. I've got 2 1-pound packages of frozen broccoli florets from Costco. These are in steamable bags, and I'm going to go ahead and get both of these steamed up, lightly steamed. If you're using a smaller bag of broccoli florets, you may need more. When I make my cauliflower casserole, my cauliflower gratin casserole, I tend to use 3 or 4 packages because they tend to be a bit smaller than these larger Costco bags. Either 2 Costco bags or 3 to 4 standard size bags of frozen broccoli florets, and you'll want to get those lightly steamed and in a bowl. Then you will need a bunch of green onions. I will go ahead and get those cleaned and chopped. You will need 1 block of cream cheese, an 8-ounce block of cream cheese that we will soften up. I always just soften mine in the microwave. You will need 1/2 cup of sour cream, a few dashes of garlic powder and pepper, and about 1.5 cups of shredded cheese. I'm using my Mexican style shredded cheese here. You can use cheddar jack or cheddar. So that's what you'll need. I'm going to go ahead now and get my broccoli steamed up and my onions chopped up and cleaned, and we'll come back and assemble our casserole. I've also got my oven preheating to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm going to go ahead and spray with pan spray my 9x13 casserole dish. My broccoli is all steamed. I have put it into this big mixing bowl here. I did go ahead and just steam mine in the microwave. If you don't have a microwave or you don't prefer to steam your veggies that way, you can definitely steam it the standard way. You just want to make sure to not over steam them. You don't want them to be falling apart. You want them to be able to hold up to being mixed together. So I've got my 2 bags in my bowl here, and I'm going to go ahead and add my ham. Also got my green onions chopped up, and I'm going to add 3/4 of these right into the bowl here. Just want to save enough to put on the top of the casserole. So I'll go ahead and save this to top the casserole with. So we've got our ham, broccoli, and our bunch of chopped green onions with a little bit reserved for the top. And I'm going to go ahead and get this all tossed together. Then I'm going to go ahead and soften my cream cheese here. I've got it in a small mixing bowl here. I'm going to go ahead and soften my cream cheese. I like to soften it in the microwave for about a minute, just so that I can stir this together with the cheese and sour cream and seasonings. So I'm going to go ahead and get that cream cheese softened and get the broccoli, ham, and green onions all mixed together. My cream cheese is softened. I actually ended up putting it in the microwave for 1.5 minutes. Now I'm going to add to that a cup of my shredded cheese and 1/2 cup of sour cream. I'm going to go ahead and add a few dashes of pepper here. Just add as much pepper as you like, and also a few dashes of garlic powder. So now I'm going to go ahead and stir together our cream cheese, and sour cream mixture here. And then we'll go ahead and stir this into our bowl of broccoli, ham, and green onion. I've stirred together my cream cheese, and sour cream mixture. I just like to make sure that all of the cream cheese is mixed throughout this mixture here. And now I'm going to go ahead and pour our cheesy mixture into our bowl of broccoli, ham, and green onions and toss around the mixture until everything is coated with the cream cheese mixture. Then I'm going to go ahead and put it in my casserole dish. So I have tossed my cream cheese mixture in with the broccoli, ham, and green onion, and just tossed it around until everything was thoroughly mixed and coated. And now I'm going to go ahead and transfer that into my greased casserole dish, my 9x13 casserole dish. When I get it in here, I'm going to go ahead and give it a final topping of cheese and green onion, and then we'll get it in the oven to bake. Here's what my broccoli ham au gratin casserole looks like spread out in my 9x13 casserole dish here. Now I'm going to go ahead and give it a topping of cheese. Probably about 1/2 cup of cheese here or so. Just going to go ahead and spread that around nice and evenly, a nice thin layer there. And then I'm going to go ahead and top it with the rest of my green onions. And I'll get those spread out evenly as well. Okay, so my casserole is ready to go in the oven. I'm going to put this in the oven uncovered at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm going to let that cook for about 25 to 30 minutes until all the cheese has melted and it's nice and bubbly hot. I'll come back when it's done and let you know how long it took to cook in my oven, and then we'll give it a try. And here is our low-carb broccoli au gratin casserole out of the oven. It took 30 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. It is nice and bubbly, the cheese is all melted, and it smells delicious. I'll go ahead now and serve some up and give this casserole a try. Okay, so here's my serving of broccoli ham au gratin casserole here, the low-carb version of that. And I'm going to go ahead and get some broccoli and ham here. The cheese has melted throughout the casserole, and I'm really looking forward to giving this a try. And this casserole is very good, a really wonderful way to use up a leftover ham, and a very nice low-carb casserole to have anytime during the week for dinner. This is going to be such a nice dinner. If you don't have leftover ham, you can just use ham that you cut up from a ham steak or anything like that. This is really a delicious casserole here. So that is my recipe for a low-carb ham and broccoli au gratin casserole. I hope you give this recipe a try, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.